going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of Modified Mondays, the show where we give you an inside look at an iRacing season. So this week I continued work on designing the chassis. I decided I would switch it up a little bit and started basing it off of a 34 Coupe Legends car. It's a really small race car, and I thought it would be a good fit for a sim rig. So I've got all the aluminum squared away at this point. I just need to figure out all of the attachment pieces. There's little nuts that slide down the pieces of aluminum, and then there are L-shaped brackets to hold things in place and certain size screws. So I just got to figure out how many of everything I need and order it all. Then we'll get that in here, and I'll probably do a video of a time lapse of me building the whole thing, probably ripping this rig out. This is a pretty massive rig. It's 4 feet by 6 feet. The new one's going to be about 30 inches by 5 feet. So a little bit smaller. Hopefully it'll save some space. We'll be able to play around with where we place it a little bit better. Maybe make a little bit more of a viewable experience for those that are coming over to watch races from time to time. So this week we're racing at Phoenix International Speedway. It is flat out. It's a full mile tri-oval, but it is foot to the floor and just keep on going. I've had a really hard time trying to find speed this week. So used to the half mile and shorter ovals where you are constantly off the throttle, letting it coast through the corner. This one, it's a little bit of a challenge to get some speed in. I tried a race earlier today, started 11th, finished 11th, had a little bit of an accident through turn 6. The car was just complete crap. 30.5 second laps, and I think everyone else was doing about 29.7, so I was really far off the pace. I took another hour and did some more tuning, was able to get some speed into the car. We'll see what happens in this one, but I wanted to give it one more shot and hopefully get a better video for you guys. So let's see how it turned out. Here we are at Phoenix International Speedway, getting ready to race 30 laps around this extremely fast tri-oval. Here's how your grid panned out for Season 2, Week 2. Alright, so here we are on the formation lap, starting in 6th place in the black and yellow number 1 on the outside of the number 6 of Tom Denton. Right behind the number 2 car, fellow New Englander Jason Woik. We are green and we are going. Got a pretty good start there. Gonna get us up into 5th place right off the start. And we're gonna come in here and try and draft behind the number 7 of Jonathan D. Noon. Making our way past Jason. On board with Jason as me and Jonathan D. Noon get by. Little look at our right rear action cam right on the roll bar. See me trying to chase down Jonathan here. He's got a really fast car, just sticking in the draft. It's still early in the race. And here's the battle with your leader, Eric Schroeder, mixing it up with Matthew Koenig. These guys were racing neck and neck all the way through. Matthew getting a good draft, seeing if you can use it to try and get a little momentum past him. And here's Jason on my bumper. Did a good job of battling back after me and Jonathan got past him. Just looking for the right opportunity to make his move past me. This is a really tough turn. Your car wants to slide wide. You have to put a lot of rotation in it to keep it on track. This car's handling well. Looking on the outside, I'm trying to do a little low blocking. Working on my racecraft. He's able to take a wider line though and keep a little more momentum. Using that momentum to pass on the inside, gets a little close. Riding side by side into turn 1. Was able to make it stick. Really fast car. I think I ate up a little bit too much of my tires on the first few laps. Starting to back off just a little bit, but still the floor, still racing. Here we go back with 1 and 2 going at it. Matthew had gotten in front. Eric fighting to get first place back. Eric started on the pole. He wants to lead as many of these laps as he can. Matthew hanging on. Eric shooting for the inside line. Matt trying to close it. Can't do it. Ends up running a little wide. Ooh, and the number 8, that is Dustin Bohannon. His engine blows. Matthew gets into the wall a little bit, scrubs off a little bit of time there. A few laps later, you can see we've really fallen off the pace. Still running in 5th place, which is not bad. Jonathan Noonan pulling up on the 10 and the 4, coming into turn 1. Car is sliding wide. He tries to get off the gas, but into the wall. Good job of controlling it, making sure it doesn't slide back onto the track. Get this thing rolling again. Here we are on board with Jason, watching the battle between Eric and Matthew. Getting towards the end of the race. Coming up on 10 laps to go. Oh, Eric comes down into Matthew, and they get into a massive accident. Oh, and he rolls up the track, and Jason gets into him. We're coming up on the accident here. What are we going to do? There's so many cars. Slipping through all the cars, off the wall. Not pretty, leaving some rubber on the wall, but we are through. And that puts us into 1st place. Car not looking too bad after that little hit, but it is loose. Alright, here we are coming around to pick up the white flag. Car getting really loose. Crossing the line for the final lap of the race. It's got to keep it together for 2 more turns. Keep it out of the wall. Running really low on fuel. Hoping we can make it to the end. Coming into turn 3 here. Are getting loose. But across the line for my first win in iRacing. It's been a tough challenge. Had an 11th place finish earlier in the day. Was way off the pace, about a second off. Put in some hard tuning for about an hour, working on the car. Put it back out there for a second race here, and able to come away with the win. Nine laps led, started 6th, finished 1st. So yeah, my first win in iRacing. I'm not excited or anything. Are you kidding me? I am super excited. That is the first win. That was a crazy race. Started 6th. I didn't think we were going to do really well at all at Phoenix. Testing was terrible. Car was a mess. Started to get a little hopeful that the tune was working good after that hour of practice, but yeah, luck was on my side. I was able to move through it. I saw flashbacks last week that I was going to end up just like that again, but luckily I wasn't. We were able to move through all the cars and get our first place win. Super excited. Definitely helps. Go see how the championship pans out now. Here's how your Division 5 standings panned out for the SK Modifieds. Daniel Lee Stevens continues his lead with 220 points. Landon Bierfriend moves up from 4th to 2nd. John Kennedy leaves 6th spot to round out the top 3. Mike Payton enters the top 10 in 4th. Mark Wheeler, who started strong last week, falls to 5th, even with a top 5 finish this week. Kevin Franks, who moves up 2 spots to 6th. Our international competitor, Ertan Can Attic, also bumps himself up 2 spots to take 7th place. Michael Cody, who stood in 26th place last week, moves himself up into the top 10, claiming 8th. I myself moved into the top 10 this week, securing number 9 after starting the first week in 22nd. And Michael Halligan moves up 5 spots to take number 10. The next week, we're doing 50 laps around Concord. If you remember from week 3 of last season, I had a disappointing ending to that one. I forgot to put all the gas in the tank, and with about 5 laps to go, I ended up running out of fuel and had to come in to pit. We're going to make sure there's gas in the tank this time. Hopefully we can come out with the win. We led like 19 laps in that race. But it'd be nice to do back-to-back wins. Let's hope we can get it done. We'll be doing some tuning this week. Make sure to tune in to Tuning Tuesday over on our Facebook page. Give that a like and follow it as soon as the stream goes live. You'll see it there. We'll also be doing Short Track Weapons iRacing League. There's a little bit of a mix-up last week, so we didn't broadcast that to you. But this week we will be back broadcasting the final 2 races of that season. So tune in for that. Some great street stock action, a lot of great competitors, and a lot of close racing. So you won't want to miss that. Be sure to check that out. But for now, I'm going to go celebrate my first win in iRacing. So thank you guys so much for watching. Really pumped. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys next week. Peace.
Where you coming from?